Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Hustle. We're going to 54.
On second down, Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Great.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10.
Let's by two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi hit. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw is Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 53 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas Cowboys so good at home this year, 7-1 during the regular season. That helped earn them the NFC East title. So they come home, they beat Seattle. Now, though, they go on the road for a much tougher test.
It is indeed a much tougher test. The Los Angeles Rams, a defensive front led by Aaron Donald, who many think could be the MVP of the league this season. And since 1996, the Dallas Cowboys are 0-5 in the divisional round, so they're trying to take on history as well.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Wentz to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Scott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go, 46. 26.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Being chased out left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 46 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Football going back over to Philadelphia here, and this is a team who 6 weeks ago really looked lost, but then they won 5 of their last 6 to get to the 6th and final playoff spot, and then they defeat Chicago on the road.
Yeah, Nick Foles, he did it again, didn't he? Who would have thought that he would have to hop back in as he did last season, help carry this team not just to the playoffs, but get a win in the first round in Chicago in a cold weather game? How about Nick Foles? He just keeps doing it. Now they've got to go to New Orleans and take on the #1 seeded New Orleans Saints.
And only 2 number 6 seeds have ever won the Super Bowl. Steelers in 2005 and the Packers in 2010. They're trying to become number 3.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Wentz now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 46. 41's the will. Gun. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Here we go, 48. Gun. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to get it running right. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ram. Here we go. 180.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not have to go out more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi escapes him, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Run.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Wentz to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 52 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripted.
And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Prescott now from the 50. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Intended that time for Cooper. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Great. Black, come on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Win spot 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Shorty. Here, sit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. First down, Prescott, flush to his right. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well,
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. On my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, liquor clean. Places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a pantyhose.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash bubbling.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights, just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating. I was by the stove, big inside this case of once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a, I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights, just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a, welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights, just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 47. There we go. All right, hey. There we go, 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We go 47. Switch. Hey, we go 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
There you go. 480. Gun. Here we go, 47. Gun. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
There we go, kill. Get out.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Prescott to throw it. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
They stop him at the 1. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Let's 5-2. Let's 5-2.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Now a play fake. Wentz. Forced out to his left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Trey 15. Trey 15.
Again, it's Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
Let's go.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Down, man. 5-4. Go. 120.
They get it to him running left. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Yeah, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Prescott on first down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go, 46, 46. 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, while we have a second, let's look ahead to the divisional round of the AFC. Of course, Indianapolis and Kansas City kicking things off. And, Charles, the Colts 4-0 all-time versus KC in the playoffs. They're becoming a pretty trendy pick.
They really are, and a lot of it is because of the strength of their offensive and defensive lines, not to mention how Andrew Luck is playing in his comeback season here in 2018. But Kansas City, the #1 seed, they're seeking to break that trend of losing games in the playoffs at home that they shouldn't. This is another opportunity with Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
Speaking of losing games in the playoffs, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers 0-7, including the playoffs against New England with Tom Brady at quarterback. Can they stem the tide?
This is their opportunity. No better chance for the Chargers to get it done. As I always say to you, if not now, Chargers, when? Even though it is going to New England.
Great 15. Lion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. On play action, Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the
get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, Charles, the All-Pro team was announced a Friday before the playoffs started. Aaron Donald, the only unanimous choice. Let's see, the Chiefs had 4, Bears had 4. What stuck out to you about the All-Pro team?
Well, it's such a great year for Drew Brees, a quarterback from New Orleans, a #1 seed in the NFC. Yet he's only second-team All-Pro because Patrick Mahomes had a magical season in Kansas City and deserved to be the #1 guy. How about the Chicago Bears going from worst to first in the NFC North? 4 players making the All-Pro team led by Khalil Mack. And then when you talk about rookies, the Colts had 2 that made it in Quentin Nelson, their offensive guard, and Darius Leonard, their linebacker.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Lion. Here we go. Waiting. Wrap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, CD, one thing you and I haven't discussed now that we are in the playoffs now, we know how the start of the draft is going to go. You look at the top 5, Arizona, San Fran, Jets at 3, Raiders, wherever they may be at 4, Tampa Bay 5. What are your thoughts?
Well, immediately, this is going to be...
And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. And even 60 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
He's going to get it running right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nigel Bradham coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Being chased out left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
47.
Prescott now, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Nigel Bradham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Trey 15. Trey 15.
On play action, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 42 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
82.
On first down, Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
81.
On second down, Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Done. Here we go. 180. Switch and 8.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Get out. Here you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Haloti Ngata. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
47.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Scott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get the game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Here's Austin. Spins past him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Bennett able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over, baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my. They just be bodying everything. All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and got him. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stab, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, lick it clean.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
72. 72.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Wentz going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Shorty.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
All right, as the Patriots come back out here, take me to school on their upcoming round 2 game against the L.A. Chargers. How does this one shake down?
Hey, you and I are in the same classroom. We're both sitting right up front trying to get schooled on this ourselves. But I think the Chargers coming in hot, feeling good about their victory on the road in Baltimore. Remember, they won 12 games in the regular season. Beat the #1 seed Kansas City on their home field. They're very confident, led by Phillip Rivers. But New England, getting that week off by being the #2 seed, and the Chargers going to their place, a lot of people are going to rely on New England's experience and history to carry them home to a victory. I think the Chargers are coming awfully hot. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see the Chargers pull this off.
On second down, here's Brady. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go.
And instead, they want to throw it on play action. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
On second down now, Scott. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Scott. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, 37 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Patriots coming out now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On play action, now Brady. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, Alabama.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mike Bennett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now Wentz on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Ready? Wait 20! Wait 20! Alpha!
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. Slips past him.
There you go.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. Stays on his feet. He's to the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Wentz. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Run.
They run with Ajayi. And spins away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To throw, it's Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the